I don't feel like going home. Unfortunately, my money is finished.
This video is brought to you in partnership with Lemonade Finance, an app many of my friends and family use to send money to the 254 Kenya baby. Now, with the Lemonade Finance app, an app that's easy to use, by the way, let me tell you something. Kenyans in the UK, United States, and Canada can instantly send money to Kenya. The best part is this: it has zero fees, it's instant, best rates, and customer service neat. You can easily download the app with the referral link in my description box below, and you can get yourself £10 cash back with your first transaction above £100. You can type in the code if you've downloaded the app from the App Store, of course. To my kiddo, send something. Send money home instantly and at zero fees with Lemonade Finance.
Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Mandi, Sarro. If you're new here, karibu. That's what we say in Swahili. Or in Twi they say akwaba. Welcome. And I'm saying that because today's episode is gonna be super epic. The amazing Fred, who you possibly must have seen him on this channel, popping up right over here. He got to cook some ugali with me, is back. He's been traversing all over Kenya, eating all types of delicious foods, and I want to find out from him, like, what are some of his favorite things to do in Nairobi or even in Kenya. I want to find out between Ghanaian food and Kenyan food, how can we bridge the cultures together, and so much more. Like I said, if you're new here, karibu. Please subscribe to this channel because we're about to get into something really delicious. We are at Mama Ashanti. Mama Ashanti happens to be Little Accra in Nairobi. Mama Ashanti has a variety of West African foods, and Fred said, you know what, I would like to talk over things with a little bit of West African food. We're starting with our starters, which is suya. Fred is currently wiping his mouth. That's what he's doing, eating. And kelewele that we have over here. And honestly, the kelewele reminds me of mukase. But in the meantime, hello Fred, how are you doing?
I thought you're not going to introduce me.
Big.
I thought you're not going to introduce me. Now that you have me,
Yeah.
Look at that camera and say, oh, can I get a
This is not your channel. I beg. Look at him taking over.
People know that when Fred is around, there's some energy level. So can I get a Now let's start.
Now we are having some bomb starters, the suya and the kelewele. Please tell us. Please, Fred.
Mama Ashanti, this was not supposed to be a promo video. We're supposed to come here
And just
then
eat.
just eat
And hang out.
have our conversation.
Yeah.
But I feel like anyone who is in Kenya right now, Nairobi precisely, come here, try especially their suya.
Oh.
We are here to get the other food, but like this is lit.
Solid. And as he's like about to take a bite into that, I just want to ask him, how has been your little month all over Kenya? Have you been enjoying yourself?
She asked me, have I been enjoying myself? Like, does it look like I'm not enjoying myself, right? But I've come to enjoy Kenya. I've spent 2 months here, and I don't feel like going home. I honestly don't want to go home. Unfortunately, my money is finished. Kenya will finish your money.
We go chop his money. We chop his money to make kula yote.
I didn't club,
Yes.
and I didn't do a lot of things. Yet my money is finished. So, but to answer your question, I've loved this country.
What are top 3 things that you've enjoyed doing in Kenya? Apart from eating food.
Because I was about to show you this again.
Apart from eating food. Top 3 things. I'm imagining a Ghanaian watching this and they have to come to Kenya. Top 3 things that Fred is recommending.
Definitely visit Nairobi.
Okay.
And explore Nairobi beyond going to the safari, because that's one amazing thing. But like, don't just do the safari and think that you've done Nairobi. Nairobi is a space of diverse culture, so make it a point to try different restaurants, to go to other places. Like, there are a lot of things to do in Nairobi. It's a lot that I cannot even name them yet. Go to the coast.
Where in the coast though?
Everywhere in the coast.
Where?
Starting from Mombasa, Diani, Watamu, Lamu, Kilifi,
Shella.
Shella, everywhere in the coast is worth it. But my favorite place to hide in the coast is Diani. I love the beaches there.
Oh,
It's
really?
oh my god. Unfortunately, I lost all my data from this trip, and I'm really sad. But everything in life happens for a reason,
Yeah.
and I feel like this is enough reason for me to come back and enjoy this country again.
Okay, so we're gonna be finding out from Fred what else he's been enjoying, especially food-wise. I mean, that's why you are here, and it's not. In the meantime, though, we're gonna chop it up, eat some starters before our banku and fufu arrives.
Ah, you see?
How is it? We just devoured some amazing food. That banku and the fish that I could not finish. And Fred, tell them what you had.
I cannot breathe well,
Like,
but I had light soup, fufu, crab, fish.
it was so
I
good.
had Mama Ashanti. That I think that is. God.
Interestingly enough, Fred has gone on to share with me something so interesting that I didn't know about the bowl that they serve their food in, and also about the Ashanti tribe. Maybe you want to tell me a little bit about that.
So the Ashanti tribe, in history of Africa, is known to be one of the powerful tribe and kingdom in Africa that ever existed. And that etume boy you saw us eating, guys, I'm sorry that look. I'm still trying. I have food coma a little bit.
We call it niggeritis. He has the itis.
Yeah. But like that boy you saw us eat
Yeah.
in, it's called etume pot. And what happens is we use it for two things. One, to grind pepper and enjoy your spice. And then secondly, it is also used to eat fufu, like how you saw us or banku. But it is used in the typical traditional home. And if someone serves you in such a bowl, it means that they have value for you. They respect you a lot. So for us to be serving that bowl, I feel like that was the highlight for me.
So it's interesting that you're saying that, because remember when we went to bar next door?
Yeah.
And we got a chance to wash your hands. You felt like that was a highlight.
Yeah.
Now eating in your, how do we call it?
Etume pot.
Etemoya pot. You felt like you're a king. So I'm going to talk about an interesting similarity, right? Kenyans per se, we, like, let's say in the coastal region, we serve in a sinia,
Okay.
like you saw.
Okay.
But also we grind pepper in a kuni.
Yes, that stuff that look like a mortar, but like it's as if they don't want to spend too much money on mortar, so they have gone for the small one. Yeah.
So the thing that I was going with this is that there's a little bit of similarities between Ghanaians and Kenyans. Certain similarities.
I mean, there are a lot, especially with ingredients. I would like to highlight on that. You see how you guys have ugali here?
Yeah.
Ugali and banku are from the same family.
Correct.
Now, banku is fermented maize that has gone through milling process, whilst ugali is dry maize that is just blend like mill, and then they cook it. So they are all the same ingredients, same style of preparing. It's just like process that might just be a little bit different. So we have a lot in common.
What other food would you say is similar?
What other food do I say is similar?
For me, I would say, like, let's say like, you see the fish that we ate here today?
Yeah.
Like, you could find fish across Kenya that's fried, but not with the same, like, flavors. But you get what I mean. Like, it's fried with the tomatoes on top. I think that's something that we have similar.
I will want to say that, and I'll also differ, because I don't know if it's the location I tried that fish at, but I tried the fish. You know, with our fish, what we do is it's more like we find the spice, we make the spice enter in as much as the bones and the marrows. Meanwhile, it's more over here with what I've personally experienced. I'm sorry if people feel like I'm attacking, but like this is based on my experience.
Yeah.
What I've experienced is it's just salt and then the fish. So like what you call kachumari? Is it kachumari or tomatoes? Yeah. I think like kidogo. I can speak Swahili now. You know? You know, but like they do that and then they put the veggies on the side.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, with ours, you have to marinate the fish with the spice and make sure that it enters the brain and stuff, the eyes. Yeah. So I think that could be similar, but like a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think that for me, when I was telling you, like cooked chili, like pili kanga, remember? I kept saying it's something similar to what you guys have as well, right? Because I feel like you wouldn't find cooked chili in a lot of places.
Right.
But when you go to the coastal region, you find the cooked chili. Now, when you're in the coast, you must tell us at least 5 dishes you loved from the coast.
This question.
5.
5. The first one is pilau.
Okay.
Oh my god. Pilau. The pilau I had was a slap. I want to go back to the coast. First of all, I can live in the coast my whole life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The coast reminds me about Ghana, like the coastal region of Ghana. So we have a lot in common. Now pilau, back to the food. Pilau, biryani, chicken biryani. I don't know if I'm allowed to state the types of biryani.
No, you can only pick one biryani.
But everything was a slap. I also had viazi karai. Yes. Hey, Charlie Maswahili is.
Hey, iko sawa, iko sambamba. Iko sambamba. Yamani.
What else?
Mahamri, did you try mahamri?
No, I didn't try mahamri.
Okay.
I was supposed to prepare mahamri, but then time didn't allow us to prepare the mahamri.
Mushkaki.
But then we did mushkaki, we did bajias. Fit food will be roasted cassava.
Oh my god.
Yeah. With that, with the pili
Pili, with the and the lemon that you squeeze on top.
They do the pili
Hey.
kidogo, and then they add. Oh my god. Hey, Kenyans. Coast.
Now, I can imagine as somebody like you who's traveled across Africa a lot, I could say.
Yeah.
What would you say to a lot of people who are keen on trying other African cuisines? Like, what should they do? Should they go into it with an open mind? What advice would you give somebody who's watching this, right? And who is keen on coming to Mama Ashanti? And you should be mentioning my name. When you come here, tell them I sent you. Who's keen on, like, especially, like, let's say trying Ghanaian cuisine or trying Kenyan cuisine. What would you tell that person?
So first of all, what has helped me on my journey so far with this food excursion I'm on? I mean, I'm out here to tell the African story, but like, food is one of the medium of storytelling for me. And so what has helped me is the fact that I go in with a very blank taste and open mind. So if you want to be that African who wants to live the African life, you should go in with very open mind. Be ready to try food without criticizing the people, comparing it to what taste you are used to. Come with a very bland taste, like, okay, I've never tasted food in my life before. Let me try this food and judge it based on what they are using, if it's healthy or not, and then based on that, I think it can help you. So yeah, that is what has worked for me, and I feel like if whoever is watching tries that, they will survive everywhere in this world.
What are top 3 places that I should definitely eat at when I come back to Accra? The pressure is getting better. Or even top 3 foods that I feel like is easy for any single person who's trying to understand Ghanaian cuisine. What would you recommend for them when they come to Accra?
I think instead of mentioning places, I would rather go with top 3 cuisine.
Yes.
Definitely Wache.
Okay.
And for this mentioned place, I should try Wache from Mukase Chicks. Wache is on a whole different level. Definitely try the banku and tilapia, and try red. That is what Kenya is missing out on. So red is basically the combination of beans. So that with gari, and then plantain on the side.
So gari is cassava for those who may not know. So it's cassava, beans.
Gari, beans, and plantain
And
with red oil actually. Red oil.
with palm oil.
Yeah, red
So
palm oil.
that's what they call that. And interestingly enough, I would say there is a dish, something close to that, in the coastal region. Probably you didn't try it. It's called like a mseto of some sort, but that has rice because they mix it with the beans. Or we sometimes do like cassava and beans as well, whichever or either or matters. Now you are a world traveler, Africa traveler. Because your mouth likes to eat food. Where's the next place you want to go and visit? What's on your bucket list?
What's on my bucket list? It was surprising for you to hear Kenya again.
Where in Kenya?
I'm going back to the coast. Two things. First of all, I lost all my
the
videos
footage, yes.
from the coast. Secondly, I fell in love with the coast, so I'm going back to the coast. Country that I want to visit so badly right now, Senegal.
Oh,
Yes.
They have the best jollof. The queen jollof is from Senegal.
That is where jollof originated from.
yes.
But they don't have the best jollof, sorry.
Oh, it originated from there.
Yeah.
But what I've realized, West Africans, you like to battle too much. Can I just say this? Can I say this? Every rice can be a queen. I said this in the last video. I'm gonna say it here. Every jollof is a queen.
It is a queen.
Okay? Even pilau is a queen.
However, they are queens and they are queens. Yes, but like Senegal is definitely on my list. I want to also go to Mali. Mali has really good food culture and tradition. I love to visit countries that have authentic traditional lifestyle that even though they are growing with modernization, they are not shying away from how far they've come and leaving their culture behind. There's something in the Ghanaian culture called sankofa, which literally means go back to your past and learn from it, learn from your past. So it's something that I'm trying to encourage on my channel, and so I'm visiting countries that are still practicing indigenous way of preparing food, and giving the value of eating what is made by you as an African.
You know, it's interesting when we're in the house, that's what we were discussing, and I was saying to him that I feel like a lot of Africans might slightly be mad at me because I am a modern girl, okay? I like to use my Instant Pot, my air fryer to just kind of speed up the cooking process to a lot of things. But I like how he's just broken it down where we shouldn't lose sight or heritage of what it is that we've learned how to cook, because those food stories are very important to take along the years. So I won't stop using the air fryer and Instant Pot though.
No, but you see, I think that is also the mistake we make, right? Modernization doesn't mean that we have to cook with charcoal at all time or firewood at all time. It means that you have to learn to do a fusion. Okay, so if you've managed to acquire certain things in your house, do not forget that if you are cooking your food at home or you're cooking wache or jollof, you have to make sure that you have authentic, traditional, like certain things just have to be there to keep this taste consistent and also help you with the health benefits, because African food are healthy and that is what we forget. So in as much as we modernize what we use, we should try and keep it as healthy as possible, because we want to live long to see the beauty of all these things that we are doing.
Well, if you love African food, if you're curious about African food, you're curious, where should I begin? I'm going to Accra. Where should I start? Start by going to Fred's channel, okay? Go through his several playlists, several videos. And if you're curious about indigenous African cooking, go back to his channel. He's going to put you onto different cultures across Africa that are still practicing indigenous cooking. And it's so important for you to know the history. I've had a blast hanging out with Fred. I may enjoy huku Nairobi, huku Kenya. And I just want to say thank you for watching this video. If you loved this video, share it with an African foodie. They like to put things in their mouth. From me though, it's peace, love. Don't forget the chicken grease.